5 most amazing facts about eagles that will surprise you. Eagles are raptors found all over the planet, and some of them are among the largest eagles in the world. There are about 60 species of eagles from Europe, Africa and Asia. Eagles have a very strong personality and a strong desire to live. That is also the reason why people always admire this bird. They live alone but are full of pride and courage. Alone on the sacred mountaintop, flying to hunt in the highest clouds, they make other birds fear and admire them. Right now, let's learn 5 most interesting secrets about eagles to answer the question of why this bird is considered the lord of the sky, even in many countries' cultures, is a symbol of strength and power and the will to never give up. Number 1. Eagles in human cultures. The eagle symbolizes strength, courage, foresight and immortality. They are also considered the king of the air, the messenger of the supreme god, and worthy of the title of Lord of the Sky. According to Greek mythology, the Greeks considered the eagle a symbol of Zeus, the Romans considered the eagle a symbol of Jupiter, the Germanic tribes considered it Odin, and the Christians considered it a statue of God. In the military, eagles are considered very strong and mighty, therefore it has become a military symbol in many capitalist and monarchical countries. Since centuries BC, the Roman Empire and the Babylonian Empire have chosen the golden eagle as the symbol of their armies. During the Middle Ages and Renaissance, most European countries also chose the eagle as a military symbol. Eagles on soldiers' shields have been found in Renaissance, medieval and Roman archaeological sites and on reimagined drawings of European fairy tales. In classical literature, lions often have the role of kings of kingdoms. However, it is not uncommon for eagles to be kings of these imagined countries. For example, in the story The Cowardly Bat, the eagle is the leader of the birds. In European fables, eagles often reign as kings as much as lions. In addition to the role of the emperor in the ancient stories, the eagle sometimes quote-unquote plays the role of a person considered delinquent and cruel. In addition, the eagle is also a symbol of some countries. The image of the eagle appears on the national emblems of many countries: Russia, Poland, Austria, Egypt, the United States, Indonesia, Syria, Yemen, etc. Number 2. The truth about the molting process of eagles. Dubbed the quote-unquote Lord of the Sky, however, at the age of 40, the eagle had to choose between dying or quote-unquote molting. Eagles are the longest living birds. Their lifespan can last up to 70 years. But a common eagle only lives about 40 years. To live the longest life, the eagle must go through a period of difficult vital change. At the age of 40, the eagle's talons become longer and are no longer flexible enough to grasp the prey. Its long and sharp beak is blunted and curved. The wings are old and heavy, and the plumage is long and sticky, making it unable to fly and hunt. At this point, the eagle is faced with 2 choices: to die or go through a painful 150-day transformation so that it can continue to be Lord of the Sky. During that molting process, the eagle flies to a high mountain peak, takes refuge in the nest, and knocks its beak against the rock until the old beak breaks off. The eagle must wait for the new beak to grow back, then use the beak to break the old, worn-out talons. Like human fingernails, eagle beaks are constantly growing. It rubs its beak against a cliff or tree to make it harder and sharper. That sturdy beak will follow the eagle for the rest of its life. The bird then uses its beak and claws to pull out all the old feathers on its body as a form of quote-unquote skinning. As for birds, which have no feathers or beaks, they will suffer from hunger because they cannot fly or hunt. The process of plucking feathers also causes the eagle to suffer a lot of damage and pain, and it can even cause the bird to die from bleeding or infection. But if it can be overcome, 5 months later the eagle can fly with a new outfit, celebrate life again, and live another 30 years. Number 3. Behavior of the eagle. Do not eat dead food. This is a trait unique to eagles. The fiery instincts of the rulers of the sky do not allow them to turn themselves into garbage collectors for other species. Ready to fly tens of kilometers away from the nest, hunting from high mountains to deep sea, eagles only eat fresh prey. They would rather starve to death than eat rotten prey. They feed selectively, always demanding a certain standard of prey. Flying nearly 5 kilometers above the ground, eagles distinguish themselves by flying at an altitude unmatched by any other species, becoming the rulers of the sky. For eagles, challenging themselves and facing endless loneliness is how they forge their wings and cool heads. This is one of the great principles of eagle life that few animals have. Eagles fly only with other eagles or alone, and they do not fly together or interfere with the flight of other birds. They always conquer the heights alone and do not care about anyone. Eagles are excited and brave in the storm. During great storms, they soar through the sky, pierce the clouds, and proudly spread their wings while other birds seek shelter and hide. Fearless in the face of danger, the eagle bravely moves forward, embraces the wrath of the sky, and rises to the challenge, becoming wiser and stronger on its journey to dominate the skies. Females challenge males before mating. Before allowing the male to mate, the female eagle will grab a branch and then fly at various heights, dropping the branch for the male to follow and pick up the branch. The process of testing goes on until the female believes that this is her half, then mating can take place. Number 4. How do eagles reproduce? Eagles often nest in mountains or tall trees. Their nest is very large, and every year they bring back new branches to make the nest stronger than before. The female birds give birth to 2 eggs at each spawning period. This gestation period can range from 30 to 50 days, depending on the environment. During breeding, the male eagle will collect small prey for the female to eat in his nest. Since the parent bird is only capable of raising 1 chick, there will often be a duel between the 2 chicks. The one who wins will be raised until adulthood. Baby eagles will continue to live in their parents' nest for 10 to 12 weeks before they quote-unquote release or leave the nest for the first time. This period allows them to fully coat themselves and grow to size so they can start hunting for food. Despite leaving the nest for the first time to hunt, the eagles are not yet old enough to live on their own. They will return to the nest and continue to learn hunting tricks from their parents. At about 120 days after birth, the eagles will finally be large enough to be independent. When they're old enough to leave the nest, eagles have entered the juvenile stage. Although it is old enough to be independent, there is still a lot to take care of. Many eagles have the highest mortality rates during this period. After 4 to 5 years have passed, the eagle finally matures. At this time, the eagles will start looking for their mate. Eagles establish lifelong mating pairs and build large nests to continue the eagle lineage. Number 5. Eagles hunt their prey, power of destroyer. If the lion is the king of the jungle and the shark is the killer of the sea, the eagle has long been known as the lord of the sky with remarkable strength. They live everywhere with high mountains and primeval forests that have not been cleared by humans, such as the coasts of Australia, Indonesia and Africa, but mainly on the Eurasian continent with about 60 species and the remaining 14 species. Other species found on the remaining continents include 2 species in North America, 9 species in Central and South America, and 3 species in Australia. The bravery of eagles is shown through their hunting habits. They are birds that never accept defeat, pursue their prey to the end, and do not miss any opportunity to master the air. They are the largest raptors and are at the top of the food chain. Eagles are divided into 4 groups: fish eagles, which feed mainly on fish, legged eagles with low legs, snake eagles, which hunt reptiles, and harpy eagles, which live in the rainforest. Eagles have excellent eyesight and can detect prey up to 2 miles away. Their power can control more species on the ground to capture as prey, but most importantly, they can knock down opponents with a weight much larger than theirs, such as wolves, baby deer, swans, gibbon, antelope, etc. According to research, eagles have a maximum wingspan of more than 2 meters and weigh up to nearly 30 kilograms. Observed from above, they dive down at lightning speed to catch and quickly knock down their prey. With a maximum speed of 320 kilometers per hour, the golden eagle is the fastest species and the second fastest bird in the world, after the falcon, which can fly as fast as 389 kilometers per hour. Their main food is animals ranging in size from bats to the size of deer, depending on where they live. For example, on the island of Luzon, Philippines, the eagle's main food is monkeys, birds, foxes, and fish. In some other places, it may be apes, snakes, lizards, or even ungulates like piglets and small dogs. The secret of the eagle's strength lies in its strong legs and long, muscular wingspan. Their claws are sharp and large, almost the size of grizzly bears. They can kill their prey by smashing their skulls. As they spread their wings to fly, with quick, sharp eyes, they clearly see the whole world below, especially the targeted prey. They can even see turbidity in the water from miles away. The eagle's long and strong wingspan helps them catch large prey, moving over long distances to reduce resistance, and then they continue to use their beaks and talons to attack their prey. These are 5 interesting discoveries about the world's most powerful and ferocious raptor. If you know any other interesting secrets about this majestic bird, please leave your comments below and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Goodbye for now and see you in the next videos.